Giving the Academy a rain check. But I never want to leave this town. Now don't you understand? Never changing who I am. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are y'all doing today? Sorry I didn't do the cards and coffee yesterday. How are y'all feeling? I feel amazing. There we go. So you're out the way. I feel absolutely amazing. I had a great day yesterday. I understand that that's like a 50-50 thing. Like some people had a great day yesterday. Some people had a horrible day yesterday or the last couple of days or whatever is going on or it's getting ready to start. There's just been this strong message and it's on the line and it's out there from all the readers right now is the shift that's going on. And it's just, if there's certain things you've been refusing to face and certain advice you've been refusing to take, the universe at some point, it just grabs your hand. It just grabs your hand. It's like, look, we tried, we sent you 11 feathers, 13 synchronicities, 2 angels, a crow, and you still didn't fucking get it. So we're just going to make everybody be really mean to you now until you sit your path or whatever it is, right? You know what I'm saying? If you're randomly getting fired or something of that nature is going on or someone's suddenly causing an argument and leaving, then that's just what it's meant to be right now. That's just the energies at play right now. That's what I consider a timeline collapse. When I tell people that there's a timeline collapse going on, that means that there's an opportunity to shift your timeline if you don't like the one that you're on. It doesn't, and people are like, oh, once it's solidified, there's no such thing as solidity in energy, right? Even if you freeze ice, it can't remain frozen once it's out of the refrigerator, right? I don't know who that seemed like that freezy thing was. And there goes the ear. Was really specific for somebody. Are you in a frozen environment? Well, the only way to get out of a frozen environment is to become like water. Be liquid, flow. All right. I got It's Life. You don't figure it out. You just climb on the beast and ride, which is why I titled it The Beast this morning. I got Just Fear Me, Love Me, Do As I Say, and I Will Be Your Slave. Doesn't that sound like the opposite, though? I do everything you say, and then you're my slave. I'm pretty sure that makes me your slave. That's the whole point. Got What Do You Want? I don't know if we'll ever see each other again or what the world will look like when we do, but I will always think of you when I need to be reminded that there is beauty and goodness in this world. For my will is this. Oh, wow. They both came out. I didn't even note. See, this is how much I pay attention to shit, right? Just let me love you, right? Just love me. Oh, just fear me. Love me and do as I say, and I will be your slave. And this is the quote on the top of my Facebook page. For my will is as strong as yours, and my kingdom is as great. You have no power over me. That is the whole premise. But I'll give you fucking dudes do that shit. No offense to the gentlemen in the group, but dudes do that all the time. I gave her everything. Did you ever actually ask her what she wanted? I always found that to be a very narcissistic trait. I gave them everything. And you just look at them, You gave them everything you wanted. You invited them on your ride. You did everything you wanted to do. So did you give them everything they wanted? Or did you just assume they were happy in your reality? Narcissist assumes everybody wants what they want, right? Alrighty. Oh, that was specific. I have got a big day planned, y'all. I don't know what I'm going to do. My girlfriend just got a job down the road, and she needed a last-minute babysitter in town. And I love her to death, and I love her kids to death, but she's got 5 under the age of 13. Luckily, 3 of them are 10. They're my daughter. 2 twins that are 2. 2 of them are 10. Twins that are my daughter's age. They're actually born a month after my daughter. I think their birthday. I do. I think they're both Aries. Really do. I think they're almost exactly a month younger. Because I remember going and visiting them in the hospital. And it's a trip because their mama, I used to babysit her when she was 13. It's crazy when I see her 13-year-old. It's like, I know her. I remember you. You do anything like your mama did and have 5 kids before 23, I'll beat your ass. That's what I tell her. I don't say it like that, but trust me, that kid, I don't think she's ever going to have kids growing up with 4 younger siblings. I don't know. I love the kids in my life. They just got such amazing personalities. I got one niece. She was going to a Catholic school. This was a few years ago. She was going to a Catholic school, and they had a dress down day where she can wear whatever she wants. And she went decked out to Catholic school in all rainbow pride gear. I'm telling you. They did not like my influence on that child. But it wasn't just me. She had another cousin that came out as gay and stuff like that. So like there was, I don't know. Little kids are like weird with that stuff right now. They're like obsessed with it. My daughter asked me the other day because they think of these little things on TikToks and shit like that tell them, ask your parents this question and see how they react. My daughter asked me, what would you do if I was gay? I was like, baby, I don't care what you think you are. You're not allowed to date boys or girls right now, so it's not really a non-issue. Like, come back to me in a few years. Because little kids don't even get it, man. They don't know. They don't know. Shit, we didn't even figure it out. Most of us, your first boyfriend or girlfriend was someone you just held hands on the bus or something ridiculous. You weren't boyfriend, girlfriend. You were just friends. But, maybe that's the dynamic that's getting ready to shift with these kids, right? Everything will be based on a more platonic scale, which is how it used to be. It used to be that way. It used to be everybody was friends, and you hung out in large circles and social circles and events and things like that in town. And everybody knew each other in the village and things like that. And everybody was friends. You had some sort of platonic foundation in every relationship. It wasn't until cities we started becoming overcrowded that we started getting that more of a divide, more of a going out, prowling the pack. That wasn't a thing when there was only like 10 kids in town the same damn age. Right? Ay. I don't know. Tropical storm Danny came through yesterday. Tell you how much I'm not watching the news. I am such a bad mom. I do not have my hurricane box packed. I didn't pack up shit. I usually have a big bug out box. Well, I have my bug out stuff in the attic, but I usually have a big box packed for hurricane season. I do have some stuff though. Like I keep powdered milk and powdered soups and things like that for emergencies. But I usually have a more better setup hurricane bug out station in case we got to evacuate. That usually has like the tote with the food and stuff in it, and then you got like the camping gear and everything really accessible so that you can leave. I'm telling you guys, I'm a semi-prepper. It's one of the reasons I like being so into herbs. Man. I don't know if 44 is a number for you. whoever's watching. Remember, these are collective readings. This is just the most energy is on this storyline for this collective, okay? So if it's not your story, it could be someone really close to you that's dealing with this story. So that's what these cards and coffees are about. These are just the main energies for the day. If you're a reader, for me, I usually find that when I do these readings in the morning, that throughout the day, when I do get questions and readings and stuff in, it's generally the most common timeline for what's going on, right? In general, right? And it could also just, whatever. Take it as it resonates to you, right? If it doesn't resonate to you, chuck it in the fucking bucket or just sit back and enjoy the stories like I do when I watch other readers, right? Ay, ay, ay. All right. So the 44. The Four of Pentacles and Four of Swords to start out here, right? I have the Four of Swords here, right? This is the recuperation, walking through a cemetery. We got the King of Swords reversed. Mr. I Am the Machine is not being very nice anymore. Like, it's not even like about efficiency now. Now, a reverse King of Swords is just mean. He's mean. He's just kind of over it, and he's done. And he's just nasty. I don't know. I never liked the King of Swords, especially reversed energy. They're very mouthy, mean, right? And they think mean, and especially with the machine one, I feel like that's a very conniving energy, right? A very vindictive energy, right? I got the Three of Hearts here in the middle, and then the Ten of Pentacles, and then the Four of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is reversed, right? The Three of Cups definitely introduces some sort of friendship, platonic bond, right? Three of Cups is usually three feminines celebrating, or just celebrations here. With her, she's alone with the mask off here. There's some sort of, I think this is something that's been being worked towards on the 3D, but there's not enough money for it. There's not enough money for it, not in the way that somebody wants, definitely on the 3D. And I do see here with the Four of Pentacles in this one, it's like there's a stabilization, but you see that knife through the eye. Something's not being seen, or something is being hidden, right? Even though there's still an illusion of stability. That's just a 3D. 4D. In the middle of the spread. 7. Knight of Swords, right? Captain Savaho. Also Captain Sneaky. Especially in this deck. Captain Sneaky, right? Captain Sneaky is looking to run away. He's looking to beat feet with as little on his back as possible, right? Or he's running off to save somebody. Save today. Right? I'm going to go with the running away. Like, in their mind, someone wants to run away. And it's probably the mean-ass Knight of Swords right now. He's probably being that mean because part of him wants to run away. There's a lot of negative memories here. A lot of negative memories. There's a lot of toxic defensiveness, right? You get the wanting to run here. And with Knights, it's about honor and value. I want to run because this doesn't feel like my moral centers being rocked in this environment. That's why I want to. Knights always have some sort of moral reason for what they're doing. Upright anyway, right? I got the Nine of Swords reversed and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And it's like, what? It's like you're never going to figure out how to get anything to ground down into fruition in the 3D with all this anxiety. This is just a lot of anxiety. Someone has got a lot of anxiety. And it's probably because of the timeline collapsing, right? Timeline collapses affect certain people more, especially when they're more in tune to things and they can feel it and they can sense it, because the timeline collapse for someone who is, I'll call a master manifester, when timelines collapse, what happens is not only do they get a chance to pick a different timeline, but everyone around them gets a chance to pick a different timeline too. And they might not pick the same timeline, right? Or that's usually when master manifestors become aware that they were not as in control as they thought they were, right? And that causes a lot of dilemma too. When they wake up and realize, yeah. Good morning, Miss Cat. Good morning. On the 5D, I do see that there is a very strong love and soul connection here. It's definitely a soulmate contract playing out. You got the King of Pentacles here, just wanting to be in control and nurture his own environment, right? Is that the Devil reversed here? Definitely. I feel like, and I've been saying this for a while too, like whenever somebody starts these journeys, and you start to recognize your own shit within yourself, and you start to make all these changes within yourself, and suddenly, like, what's a good example? Like some of my friends, they went on the vegan kick, right? And they're like, yeah, well, they're like, they make their vegan dinner. And if people in their house want something else to eat, they can go get something else to eat, right? Like I don't torture my children with that. My daughter did a vegan thing for a while, but I'm getting off track. Anyway, so one person changes their diet, changes their routine, changes their thing. What if your big thing was going out and eating all the time? Now all of a sudden one person's upset about being fat. Now they're working out, they're getting healthy, skinny, whatever. They're starting to glow up because they're changing their frequency. If the other person's still sneaking off to McDonald's all the time, cheating on the diet all the time, still not losing any weight, not getting any motivation to exercise, just waiting for this person who's busting their ass to finally get tired of busting their ass and come back down to greet them. You know, that's what I feel like with this Devil reverse here, right? With all this, it's like there is a strong soul connection here, but someone has decided they want to gain some genuine control over themselves and their environment by conquering an addiction. There's going to be some justice playing out, right? You're going to see when you change your frequency from one thing to another. One, especially if you beat a substance and you're suddenly sober, you will suddenly learn exactly how many people have been taking advantage of you. And it's not an easy transition. But trust me, you do not need to take justice into your own hands. Do not become a toxic karmic by trying to bring karma into your own hands. Do not ever think for one fucking second that you are smarter than the goddamn universe. I love people who do that shit. I love people who do that shit. Knight of Pentacles, right? If you want to make moves on any of these levels, roots up, roots up. You have to start on the physical making changes if you want to make those changes to go up. That's what I love about that avocado spell, or you can use any seed. You can use potatoes too, but avocados are nice because you can see, you put the avocado pit in a cup, right? I always suggest do a little casting with it. I think I did a spell. I'm not sure if it's on here on my other channel, but you do a little spell with it and bless it for whatever changes you're trying to make within yourself. And then you take the little avocado and you put it in the cup and you put it in the windowsill. And then I would even suggest going as far as getting a little tea light and putting it next to it. And you just light the tea light, say whatever little chant it is that you're trying to work on yourself, whatever you're manifesting for yourself. You do this every morning. Be one of your first things. I'm telling you, when you put it in your mind first thing, it makes it so much easier, right? You put it in your mind first thing, what it is that you're working on. You light your little candle, you do your little chant, blow your little candle out, say goodbye to your plant, go off about your day. I'm telling you, by the time that seed goes and that root pops out the bottom, and that's always been my favorite part, it pops out the bottom first. Roots first. By the time that root pops out in the bottom, you're already going to be solidified in a new routine. You got lightning and home, empower, and home. I feel like a lot of people felt like, when they seized into these powers that we were all going to be globe trekkers and things like that. And we are, but we're all doing it from the safety of our own homes. So I feel like it's a lot of empowering yourself, but finding ways to empower yourself at home here. At least that's the message I'm getting with that. Ba-da-da-da-da. Should we do a story time? What do you think? You still in here, Miss Cat? Should I do 3 cards for each sign, or should we do a story card and 1 card for each sign? Give it a second. Story time. Oh, wow. I'm really at the point right now. Yeah, I'm really at the point right now where I'm going to have to get it done early. I'm wondering if she's going to need me to babysit on a regular basis, which I will. I love having kids. I do. Oh, something new. A letter. A tisket, a tasket, I got a wicker basket. Anybody remember that story? Why that's popped in my head. I used to sing that in kindergarten in Bermuda. Oh, I did it again. I always do that. I went to page 27 instead of number 27. The book, the letter. All right. Never heard. I'm going to have to look it up later. I'll see if I can find it. I'll post it up in the cord. All right. So we get the letter 7 of Swords. See the wolf there at the basket? Bear print on the letter. I like to get all the symbolism in it for you guys because sometimes they pull it out. Guessing it's Red Riding's basket. Written exchanges, results, documents, messages, instructions, and mail. Little Red Riding Hood by Charles Perrault is a tale relating to communications. Red Riding Hood's mother has instructed her to bring a basket of treats for her grandmother and to stay on the path. The wolf has slipped a letter. But the wolf has slipped a letter into the basket as well. I've never heard that one before. Unaware of the lupine's threat, just a few steps away, our heroine has stopped to pick some flowers. Her pause gives the wolf a chance to communicate with her. He tricks her into telling him where her grandmother lives. And when she finally made it to her grandmother's cottage, Little Red Riding Hood knew something was wrong. The wolf had devoured the grandmother and eats Red Riding Hood too. The woodman hears the wolf and quickly cuts him open and saves them both, and her grandmother, and saves them both, her Red and her grandmother. In this tale, as in many, the contents of the letter can affect the outcome of a story. In this deck reading, the letter card can represent a written exchange or important information. When you see the letter, know that the news of some sort is coming. Other meanings include getting documents or results back from a test. Good news or bad news, the letter needs to be read. Ooh. I'm one of them creepy people, man. I'm one of them creepy people. Me and my friends still use postage. Still use the regular U.S. Postal Service. And there ain't nothing better than getting a handwritten letter from one of your little witchy friends with them sealed in wax and all that other good nonsense on them. I would like to do that too. I really would. I would like to set up something in the Silver Cord, get a P.O. box up and running, someplace where everybody can mail something safely. Like you could, if you mailed me to the post box something for like Omwella in the cord or someone else in the cord, you can mail it to me and I'll mail it to them. That way only one person actually has the addresses. You guys all pretty much trust me at this point, not tell everybody where you live. I ain't gonna mail you shit. I don't know. It's just some ideas I've been throwing around. Me and Elsa have been thinking about trying to make some sort of barter thing with the Silver Cord, where people can exchange their handmade stuff and collected herbs and whatnot for stuff. Alrighty, what letters did we get from the universe from the deck of many things? We've got it's life. You don't figure it out. You just climb on the beast and ride, right? Got what do you want? What do you want, right? Yeah, for my, just fear me, love me, and do as I say, and I will be your slave, right? Well, for my will is as strong as yours, and my kingdom is as great. You have no power over me. I don't know when we'll see each other again or what the world will look like when we do, but I will always think of you when I need to be reminded that there is beauty and goodness in this world. All right, my loves, I am off to do my day. I'm gonna load some more of those videos today. I don't know what we're gonna do. If I end up with all 5 of them kids all summer, then I'm definitely gonna have some interesting, fun videos on the Luke channel. Good morning, Miss Ruth. You just caught me in time to bounce out. I hope you're having a beautiful day. It's nice today. Now we just had Hurricane Danny come through last night. Thank goodness none of the trees fell. I'm always stressing them trees in the backyard because I got big giant oak trees that kind of lean over the backside of my house. I always wanted one of those driveways that had the oak trees that leaned over them, and instead I've got like a tunnel backyard that's like a rainforest. I love it. I don't love the mosquitoes, but I love it. All right, y'all. I'm going to bounce out, and I'll let you guys go ahead and catch the beginning. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. Remember, y'all, buttons and bells, buttons and bells. And remember, recheck your notifications every now and then for all your subscribers, because YouTube does reset that pretty often on everybody. All right? Y'all have fun. I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.